always known that I needed to be an accountant because I think I got a letter home from my kindergarten teacher once. We had to color, and my classmate colored in the hair purple. And here I am, 5 years old, and I'm like, hair is not purple. You should not be coloring it purple. So even back then, I you know, had accountant written all over me. Before I graduated from college, I knew that I wanted to be a CPA. So I started studying actually the Monday after graduation. I enrolled in a CPA review course and enrolled in all 4 parts of the course and scheduled all 4 parts of my test. And then I took the first part, I think, 2 months after I graduated. I did not have an easy road with the CPA. I was one of those kids who never had to study in school, never. I would just pass tests and get good grades. So when I signed up for my first part of the CPA exam, I was like, oh, this is no big deal. I got this in the bag. Barely studied. Sat for the test, bombed. It was probably one of the most humbling moments of my life. It took me almost 1.5 years to pass after that, I think, and to learn how to properly study for something. It probably took me cumulatively 8 or 9 times to pass the CPA exam for all 4 parts. Some I passed on the first try, some it took me, 2 tries. I think one it took me 3. I think that was financial. That was really hard for me. I went through a few different kind of techniques to figure out what worked best for me, and I found that the live classes were not right for me. So what I decided to do was to buy a study package that had a self-learning portion you could do at home, and also I bought all of the textbooks and the flashcards. So every night I would come home from work and I would study at least for an hour, maybe 2 if I had the time. And on the weekends, I would study all day Saturday, and I would study for a good chunk of the day Sunday also. If I had to do it over again, I would definitely take it more seriously before I started my full-time job. The further you get out of school, the harder I believe it is to make that time commitment to pass. And I think the higher up you move with your rank at your current position, the more important it's going to be to have a designation like a CPA. So it's kind of like a reverse scale. When you need it more, it's harder to obtain. And I think getting it out of the way earlier is the right move.